passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Commanders and the Jets coming up next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Jets. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 19 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
From the gun on third down, Reeves. And he'll be taken down, but he does hit first down. The drive will continue. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again here with Mack. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Reeves. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Griffith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, Russell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Russell over the middle, complete. That's Griffith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Off the play fake, Russell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Richardson. And he's got it down to the 28. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 86 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Here's Jennings. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to throw. Reeves. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Hopkins.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give running right is Mack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
37.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Reeves. He finds his man. Complete. That's Clark.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Reeves. He completes this one to Mack.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On second down, it's Hopkins, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Jets on third down, they have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run here with Mack. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Reeves. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Richardson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Washington going to send out their punter, Deontay Hardy, back deep.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number 1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Take it at the 37. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle they go. It's Hopkins.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throwing on 1st down. Russell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And the Commanders first down.
On 1st down, Russell. That's going to be caught by Richardson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. DK Metcalf, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, Russell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Russell. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll run again with Richardson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Russell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Reeves. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This a give to Mack running to the right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. To throw on 3rd down, Reeves. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Russell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Russell. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Griffith.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
What's the deal, y'all?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Reeves.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 3rd and 2, Reeves.
That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clark. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Reeves. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Deron Payne. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They run with Richardson. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Reeves. Complete over the middle to Hardy.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Jets.
Throwing on 1st down. Reeves.
He goes once again right back to Hardy.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Reeves over the middle, complete. It's Leonard.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reeves.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Reeves. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Commanders, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.